Really need two hands to do all this, right? Hello anyway, so it's been quite a while since I got the old Claude Butler Cape Wrath out, and it's been a while since I did a video, probably 5.5 months. But anyway, I'll explain more when I get to where I'm starting from. So I'm at the finish point for the Jukers leisure drive. You can see the Priory church just in the background, and as you've probably guessed, I'm going to cycle the leisure drive. And it's I've drove it quite a few times, and it's about 26.5 miles. It's probably going to be longer than that today, because I'll stop off at a few different places to show you along the way. And my legs are looking a bit pasty and white and skinny, so let's see if we can get a bit of sun on legs and a bit of muscle. Not long till I'll be stopping again at the Priory church. So yeah, just looking back from the start point is the War Memorial. The old library back there, listed building of the lovely library gardens, and over towards the Cant. There's the old CB, Cape Wrath. I'm going to get going this time, see you in a bit. So this is the Works at Priory, founded in 1103. I think it's the largest church in Bassetlaw, the finest church in Bassetlaw, should I say. My mum and dad got married there, and at this junction, this Jukers leisure drive, you're supposed to follow red rosette signs, but as you can see, the first junction you come to, there's no sign, so you're in a 50-50 if you don't know where you're going. But fortunately, your guide does. And at the Priory church, you turn right onto Priorswell Road and head towards the Priory Gatehouse. A lovely side-on view of the Priory church. I'm stood on what was the old Roman road from London to York, and I'm looking south to the Gatehouse. I'm just going to have a steady bumpy ride on the cobbles through the Gatehouse. Looking back through the Gatehouse along the ancient Roman road to the north. It's hard to imagine back in the days when there'd been horse and carts coming through here. So after turning right at the Priory church, you come to the next junction, and there you can see the little rosette. You turn right onto Cheapside. Another rosette at the mini roundabout for Cheapside and Watson Road. And going straight on past Worksop Police Station and the Town Hall. Bassetlaw District Council head offices, the Queen's buildings. And the Queen did actually visit Worksop Town. I'm not sure off the top of my head now what year it was. I think it was in the 80s time, and we're just coming up to the balcony where she stood and waved to hundreds, or adoring royalists. And there's the balcony. I don't think I was there that day. That's the balcony where the Queen stood. So now, this is the south end of the town centre. Savoy Cinema. The old Ship Inn on the corner there, what's been shut for some years. Had some very good nights in there back in the days. Underage, mid-90s, Euro 96. Yeah, so now I'm just heading out of town. Fuggles, Chapter 1. A nice little place to have a drink. Thai Cassia. I've never had anything to eat in there. I don't know if I've even actually ever been in there. Yeah, just the White Line there, also known as the Top House. Had some good sessions in that beer garden. So just a steady cruise. We're just coming off of Park Street, which now becomes Sparken Hill. Just a steady cruise all uphill now to the outskirts of town. What a lovely day. Yeah, when I said Jukers leisure drive, I really mean leisure. I mean, I'm working a bit now up this hill, but once I get out of town, it'll just be a steady cruise. I can tell I haven't done much for a long time. I'm blowing a bit. I haven't really been out on many walks since I finished the UK County Tops back in October 21 last year. Just going past the site of my old school, which is no longer there, Harley Comprehensive, which has been knocked down and now renamed Poland. So I've just rode up to the top of Sparken Hill. There's a little car park for Sparken Hill Woods, although officially I think it's called Hannah Park Woods, according to the sign. So yeah, we're really on the southern edges of town now. Better view of the Lions Gates there, very impressive. So we're just leaving the historic market town of Worktop, gateway to the Dukeries. And we're going to be heading out onto the open road. So join me as we explore North Nottinghamshire, Bassetlaw and the Jukers. Come with me. So again, at this junction, there's no sign, but we're heading right towards Budby. I've got a long slog of a long, open, busy road now. It's a tough stretch this. Just overlooking the hedge over towards Clumber Park. God, I can smell cow shit. It's absolutely boiling today. Must be 18 degrees easy. Car coming. Long, uneventful stretch this. But what's fun doing it in car? You know what I mean? Might as well get some sun on back. Get that heart pumping. I must admit, I'm not a big fan of road riding on an hardtail mountain bike. Peace from the traffic. So we're just riding in to the little hamlet of Carberton. And it's at Carberton we see the next little red rosette leisure drive sign. So now I've just come a bit further on to Carberton Crossroads, because this is where I'll be doing a crossover point. There's the old school tea rooms. I might stop there when I come back round here, because from here I'm going to carry straight on up that hill towards Thorsby and Budby, but then I'm going to do a big lap round and I'll be coming through Clumber Park on Lime Tree Avenue, and I'll come back along this road to this junction and I'll be going down there towards the Great Lakes. Boy, it's a long ride till I get back to this point. I'll catch you in a bit. So just stopped at the junction of National Cycle Route 6. I think it's about a 407 mile national cycle route. I've actually just come out of Bassetlaw. You can see the welcome to Bassetlaw sign just back up there. And I'm carrying on to the south. So I'm just at the double mini roundabout there and there. There's the next little red rosette sign telling me to go left at the first mini roundabout into Thorsby Park. If you carry on over that way, that's towards Budby and Sherwood Forest, but we're going left towards one of my favourite places, Thorsby Hall. I'll see you there. So if you was driving this, there's a Budby Antiques and Cafe, little detail over there which I've never been to and I'm not going to today. I've got the Peloton, they're going the wrong way. You alright? Yeah, I'm one lap in front of them, they've got to come back round and catch me up yet. Anyway, I'm glad to get off that busy road, even though this is still pretty busy. Anyway, I'll stop waffling and get to Thorsby Park / Thorsby Hall. So here we are, just coming up to the entrance to Thorsby Hall, Thorsby Park. Lovely little place in the world this. So I'm inside Thorsby Hall Courtyard area. It's a free military museum on the corner there. It's very interesting. Nice little coffee shop in that corner. The lovely Thorsby Hall. I'll go around the other side. You get a lot better view of it in the lovely sunshine. The lovely, fantastic, beautiful, stunning Thorsby Hall in all its glory. I think I might just have a little 5 minutes here, a little refreshment. You can just see a slither the River Meaden over there. So I'm refreshed and ready to go. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I put these cycling shorts on. I'm getting a bit saddle sore like from the hardtail. Arse is sore like. And according to Strava I've done 8.1 miles. So I'd still say I've got a good 19 mile or so. So let's get cracking. So instead of going back out that way to the main road and then going across there, I'm actually going to take a little shortcut along here and join back onto the road. That's just breaks it up a bit for a bit of woodland, keep me off the road for a bit. So I've just come out of Thorsby Park, and now normally I've biked this way before. I'd be going straight across there and into Clumber Park, and you come up like near the Witches Gates and then down towards the lake, Hardwick Village and that, and that's the way I would be going. But seeing as I'm cycling the Jukers Leisure Drive, I'm going to be carrying straight on there to the A614. So I'm going to be doing a long stretch down there and then going round on the A614, and then I'll be turning into Clumber Park on Lime Tree Avenue. So I'm just leaving Thorsby Park. I've just come to the roundabout, the A614, and again, no sign. But we want to be going left onto the A614 towards Doncaster, Retford and Ranby. Let's go. Check the deer out. I don't know if you can see them on the phone. They're just gonna scarper into the trees. And I'm still quite a way off from them here, but they've just heard me rustling and they've disappeared into the trees. So I'm just coming back into Bassetlaw, North Nottinghamshire. I'm not far off Clumber Park Hotel now, just a bit further on the right. I don't know whether to stop there as well or just crack on. I'll probably just crack on. It's been tough sticking to roads and there's so many little shortcuts through into Clumber Park I could take, but onwards we go. The lovely Clumber Park Hotel. I've never stayed there the night, though I have had a few drinks in there before and a meal in there when I used to work in Clumber Park many years ago. So looking in the distance, you can just see the houses and some of the farm outbuildings at Hardwick Village, and just through there you can see the spire of Clumber Chapel pulping above the trees, if you can make that out on the phone. I think you can. Oh, I'd love to go that way, but unfortunately I'm still stuck on the road for a bit yet. Not be long though till I'm onto Lime Tree Avenue. So I'm finally at the left turn into Clumber Park, and there's another red and white road sign. So that's the entrance to Clumber Park and Lime Tree Avenue. Nice little cafe that, if you manage to get here before 2 PM. Oh, what a tough stretch that on that 614. Arse is sore. Of course, I have to give way to the cars. But here we go, into Clumber Park. Oh, welcome there, welcome breeze, a nice downhill stretch. Oh yeah. Oh, all of a sudden, I've got a second wind. I feel a new lease of life coming on. So I've actually just come off the road slightly because it's a bit narrow, so and it's busy as well with it being a Saturday, so I end up with cars up your arse and that. I'm just riding in between one side of the double limes on Lime Tree Avenue. You could easily spend a day just up Clumber Park. There's numerous bike rides and walks. So I've reached the end of Lime Tree Avenue and I'm coming back into Carberton Hamlet and up to them crossroads with the old school tea room. So here we are, back at Carberton Crossroads, and that's where I went earlier, and there's the old school tea room. And I'm going straight on where that car's going. Oh, I don't know whether to stop for a little drink or not. I think I might have a puncture, a slow puncture. That's the thing, as soon as I've come off the road, I think as soon as I went into woodland, I hit like a little stump. I think I might have a puncture, but we'll see. So I've decided to have a stop at the old school tea room. I'm struggling a bit. Arses, I can't feel my arse, to be honest. I've probably still got maybe about 10 miles to go. So I'm just leaving the old school tea rooms. Lovely little place. It does get busy at weekends though. So now onwards to another one of my little favourite spots here. Good for watching wildlife, birds and that over the Great Lakes. So I've just got to the start of the Great Lakes, which is actually the River Poulter, which then flows back that way into Clumber Lake. Lovely little stretch of road this. Proper beautiful Nottinghamshire countryside. This is a little spot I was talking about, and surprisingly there's nobody else here. Normally it's pretty popular this with doggers, bird watchers. But yeah, it is a lovely spot this. So now we're in the Welbeck Estate, so we've gone from quite a bit actually. Obviously we've gone from the workshop town boundaries, in and out of Bassetlaw, in and out of Thorsby Park. Now we're in Welbeck, and I believe we're going to be touching in a bit of Derbyshire as well further on. So I can see the little I think they're actually great tits, but there is blue tits knocking about as well, and they're all watching me thinking I wish he'd fuck off, because obviously we've got some feeding stations down here and I'm in the way. Oh, there's one over there, little blue tit just landed there. Look at that little fella, brave man. Yeah, the big cousins of great tits. Yeah, they're not having none. Oh, there's a chaffinch up there, male. You can always tell the males, and generally the bright coloured one, and the chaffinch has got like a peachy coloured chest. Lovely birds. Yeah, so after having a little 5 minutes there, I'm back on the road, and the next little place of note is a lovely little village called Norton. Them two just overtook me. Thought it might have given me a chance to get in the slipstream and speed up, but they fucking left me for dead. Like, they've all got all the gear though, you know, proper bikes, proper road bikes, proper gear, skin tight clothing, everything, you know what I mean. I'm here chugging away on like a 20-year-old club butler. Fucking hell. I'm just rolling in to the little village of Norton. And here we have our next red and white rosette sign to go left, and that way we're going into Cookney. There's the beast. I'm just rolling in to Cookney. So we're not actually far from Welbeck Colliery here, at the highest point in Bassetlaw, which is just through them trees, which I've done, if you want to check that one out. Chain off, for fuck's sake. Chain on, boy! Get up! Let's go! Lovely little church, St Mary's, Norton and Cookney. The Greendale Oak at Cookney. Another lovely little place if you wish to stop and have a drink, something to eat. So this is Cookney Crossroads. Again, no sign to tell you which way, but we're going straight on. Better view of Welbeck Colliery over there. So here's the next sign, and we're going to be taking a right just down there into the little village of Holbeck. And yeah, my worst fears have come true. I've got a fucking puncture. So it's a bit of pushing, walking, coasting downhill now. Nightmare. So yeah, we take a right at these crossroads to Welbeck. 360 view here. Looking back again towards Welbeck Colliery, and you can see Cookney and Norton, where I've come from. So just limping into Welbeck. It's going to be a tough stretch now to get home, but that's how I like it. So we've come through Welbeck and we get to the junction of Mansfield Road, the A60. No sign again. Bassetlaw Council, piss poor, sort it out. But we take a left, obviously, back to Worksop. We've just got the Dukeries Garden Centre and the Harley Gallery coming up on the right. Again, lovely place to spend an hour or so, a couple of hours, something to eat and that. Just coming into Derbyshire. I think we might have skittered in and out of Derbyshire parts of this walk without there being a sign. Nice little stream. So now I'm running gauntlet here on the A60 against people like this fucking idiot. Don't worry about it. When you go flat tyre, get strawberry and lime gin and tonic out, that what. So I'm just coming back, or limping back, into Nottinghamshire, Robin Hood County. Welcome to Bassetlaw, North Nottinghamshire. Number 1. So I made it back to Worksop. Batteries on last legs and all on phone. I think I've got another puncture now in my front tyre. Fucking hell, all I need now is just to get run over. And now we see another elusive red and white rosette sign. Right onto Mansfield Road and back into Worksop. So nearly one of the final red and white rosettes of the busy A60, A57, A60 roundabout. So the last sign, back onto, take me onto Newcastle Avenue and back to Worksop Priory. So I've made it back to the memorial and I've limped back. I've got 2 flat tyres. I fell off. I've had my chain off twice, but I've made it. My battery's like on 5%. I don't know if you can see the flat tyres there really, but the back one you can see the front one squashed there. Fucking nightmare. What an epic journey. Now I'm going to give you 4 life tips that you must listen to and understand. Number 1, don't eat yellow snow. Number 2, never run away from a bear. Number 3, don't cycle the Jukers leisure drive. The clue's in the name. Drive it. And another one, when you do go out on the bike, take a couple of spare inner tubes with you. That knows, and a spanner or 2. Right, my battery's going to cut off now, so I'll wrap this up when I get home. I'll see you in a bit. Yeah, so I've made it home. I've got some charge back in my battery. I'm just assessing the damage. I mean, look. That's the back tyre. Well, you can see the front tyre, mate. That's just shocking. So I don't know if you've towed a bike with 2 flat tyres about 5 miles, like, but yeah, it's tough. So I've had 2 flat tyres, chains come off twice, I fell off. Don't know if you can see that on elbow. Yeah, it's minor stuff, but I dug deep there, and I never gave up, because that was tough. That was very tough after biking about 28 miles. But anyway, I'm sorry about the last part of that video, because I was in an emergency situation really, with 2 flat tyres, battery low on my phone. Time wise we're getting dark, but I stuck in there. I never give up, no surrender. UK County Topper, that's what we're made of. But yeah, I've got another trip coming up in a couple of weeks time, and it's going to be a good one. So, County Topper signing off.